Spirit Airlines. Ew. This Tuesday, we're talking travel. CBS travel editor Peter Greenberg joining me now. Peter, all right, where are you this morning?
I'm actually in Long Island, New York.
Okay, all right. Well, again, about the same climate as I'm in right now. All right, the stage is set. Who, we know who'll be playing in the Super Bowl 59, the Chiefs and the Eagles. But for anyone wanting to head down to New Orleans to take in the big game, we know airlines are now adding more flights. Hotels, though, can't really add more rooms. So what advice would you give people planning to go to the Super Bowl maybe at the last minute?
Well, first of all, this is scam central when it comes to the Super Bowl. Lots of travel scams out there. You'll see lots of offers offering what they call Super Bowl packages, where they say you'll get a hotel room, you'll watch the game, blah, blah, blah. In many cases, they're not giving you Super Bowl tickets. You'll be watching the game from your hotel room. So double check that the person who's offering this is offering you bona fide Super Bowl tickets, or you're going to be stuck in a room wondering why you went in the first place. Happens every year. Yeah. Second of all, you're right about the hotel situation in New Orleans, plus additional security protocols after what happened last month in New Orleans. As a result, you're going to have to allow a lot extra time to get to the stadium, assuming you do have tickets. And better thing to do is don't stay in New Orleans at all. Move outside. You can eat. It's only about an hour ride or an hour and a half ride to Baton Rouge, and it might be easier to get a hotel room there and come in early that morning.
Yeah, that's really good advice. Now, you wrote about cruises being in high demand on your site, petergreenberg.com. You said most cruises this year are already sold out. Wow. Why are more people flocking to cruises these days, do you think?
Well, first of all, it's become more affordable. More ports of call, different ships of every size and pedigree. At this point, actually last month, the cruises for 2025 were already 70% sold. That's all the inventory, 70% already gone. So if you want to plan something for this year, do it soon. But keep in mind, you have so many other options. If you go back to the days of the Love Boat, you know how many ports of call there were in those days? Maybe 7, and 4 of them were Nassau. Today, 1,400 plus individual ports of call, unbelievable options, so check them out.
Wow, that's amazing. Spirit Airlines wants passengers to cover up and put on some shoes. The airline revised its passenger conduct rules, essentially banning inappropriate, offensive, or revealing clothing. I don't know how you decide what that means, but they're also going to deny boarding to people trying to get on the plane barefoot. Do you think changing that will actually change anything for day-to-day travelers? And let me just quick add an editorial comment. Why would anyone want to walk barefoot onto a plane? But that's just my issue.
Listen, 87% of the people who fly Spirit only fly it once a year. They're all first-time flyers. Maybe they just don't know. But the bottom line is this applies to all airlines. The problem is there's always in their contract of carriage a dress code, but it's very subjective. It's in the eyes of the beholder. Now, at Spirit, you can't be barefoot. You can't have see-through clothing. You can't reveal breasts or buttocks. Same thing applies to the other airlines. But it's the gray area that the airlines get crazy about, because one flight attendant or one gate agent may determine you are lewd when somebody else wouldn't care about it at all. Every airline's different. So, for example, Hawaiian Airlines, you can wear shorts, but you can't wear Speedos. Just saying. I'm just saying. And then, I had to say it. But then, the other thing is, which people don't realize, in the contract of carriage, you can also be thrown off the plane for offensive bodily odor. But who determines that? Who's smelling it? And when are they smelling it? So the bottom line is, when you get up in the morning, when you get dressed to go on your flight, do yourself a favor, look in the mirror and say, am I going to get thrown off the plane for this? And if you think you might, you know what? Bring an extra change of clothing in your carry-on bag, or you may not be flying.
And please, please bring shoes. All right, CBS travel editor Peter Greenberg, as always, thanks so much, and we'll talk to you soon.
You got it.
All right. Well, today we're giving you